What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Matty J, aka SK all day. What's happening out there, people? About the gameplay, this is episode 2 of Support for Dummies, which is a series where I will be going over the multiple ground war maps that people like to spawn trap on. And you guys will see a lot of this in a lot of the live streams. A lot of the YouTubers out there, they do live stream, and the majority of them will play ground war and go for high scoring gameplays. So what I'm gonna do in this series and in this episode is to show you how to efficiently and effectively hold this particular spawn trap slash choke point. And the choke point right here, as you guys will see, is the right side to the alpha flag. Now the alpha flag is the main position that you want to spawn trap when playing on Interchange. It is the most high traffic area, but it is a very high risk, high reward, because you guys see a lot of the gameplays that are out there of YouTubers getting very fast MOABs, and you guys will see this map come up a lot. And that's just because the spawns, if there's only one person in the spawn will not flip if there's one person in the spawn. That's one thing that you guys have to remember when you guys are playing in these live streams and you guys are running support for other YouTubers during their streams, is only one person is allowed in the spawn. If you guys have watched my first video, if not, that's fine. I will go ahead and put a link in the description and also in the annotation at the top of the screen, showing you guys what it is that a lot of these YouTubers are looking for when you get into their lobbies. Never try to upstage the guy who's live streaming. And what I mean by that is, don't try to go for your own MOABs or double MOABs to try to make yourself look good in the streams. If you guys are playing to help the other YouTuber get his gameplays, then be that. That's why it's called being a support player, playing a support role. And you guys will see me do that effectively in this match. I was playing my boy Oz. He was live streaming. And what I did was I said, hey, I'll put on UAV and ballistic vest. A lot of times people get the wrong idea about people running support for everybody else, but the thing is, support actually benefits yourself as well. I don't know what it is with the big deal about people running UAV and vests. It shows no skill, this and that. Look, if somebody's putting up 100+ kills in a match, trust me, it shows skill. If you give a regular person or a noob UAV and ballistic vest, I guarantee you that he probably won't even be able to put up 30 kills, if that. So trust me, it does take an amount of skill. Effectively holding a spawn trap maybe doesn't take an enormous amount of skill, but the thing is you guys will say that, but then you guys will see in a lot of these gameplays the spawns will always flip, and that's just because people don't know how to hold certain areas down. But I've been around the game for quite some time, and you guys have seen some of my gameplays and stuff like that. You guys know that my current map knowledge for Modern Warfare 3 and my knowing of the spawns helps me in holding down spawn traps and choke points. So my actual class setup is sleight of hand, quick draw, and I believe marksman, so I can see enemies at a distance. And the reason for that is just because a lot of people will ask me, why don't I run scavenger? It's because scavenger isn't needed if I'm going to be a support player, and you always want to have attack insert class. I did, as you guys saw at the beginning, place my attack insert behind that wall right there next to the vehicle. And that's just so that even if I do die, I'm right back into the action. As soon as as soon as you get killed, you're right back holding down that area, because you never want to leave the main person or the main individual, whoever is streaming, you never want to leave them vulnerable to to an overwhelming amount of enemies. So you always want to attack insert, put the attack insert in a place that you feel is most comfortable, and that you can get back into the action as fast as possible. And as you guys can see, I did have to pick up a 50 cal. That's the only downside of not running scavenger and picking up scavenger packs. But the thing is it's not about me. I don't mind if I die. If I die, I'll just go ahead and start with my ACR again and start back over. But the reason why I actually chose this gameplay is because it just shows that you don't need to have. You don't need to run around with support. You don't need to cock block, the person who's live streaming. You guys can honestly get your MOAB every single time if you know how to hold down an area. If you know how to hold down a choke point, and you know how to hold down a flag, then trust me, you will get your MOAB using the support kill streaks. I am running UAV and ballistic vests, and the reason for that is because you want UAVs up in the air at all times, and you want extra health, which is what the ballistic vests are for. And as you guys can see, I'm on a kill streak right now. I'm actually about to pick up my MOAB here pretty soon, and the reason for that is just because I know what I'm doing. You know, I know that I don't need to push up in the spawns. It's not my job, but the enemies will eventually come to you, and that's one thing that you guys have to pay attention to when you guys are going into these live streams. The enemy will come to you, trust me. You guys will get your kills. Just stay back, be patient, you know, and help the streamer out as much as possible. You guys see right there, I pick up my MOAB, my 25-point streak, and I actually end up coming to first place. You know, this wasn't my intentions, but it's actually just what happened. But the reason why I wanted to showcase this gameplay is just because to show you guys that you don't need to try to do the most when you guys are playing in these live streams. Know your role. Knowing your role is very big. It's the key to holding down an effective spawn trap, and it's the key to helping these YouTubers get those nice gameplays. So I hope you guys did enjoy this gameplay. This is just me showcasing how to hold down the alpha side, right side, if you guys are going to be helping out the streamers. You want to head glitch back here as much as possible. Try to make it so that the YouTuber isn't overwhelmed by a bunch of enemies, and pick as many people off as you can. But I hope you guys did enjoy this gameplay, and I hope you guys can take something away from it, and also knowing that you guys don't need to, you know, try to run around with specialists just to get MOABs. You guys can get MOABs just as easy with the support kill streaks. It's your boy SK. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.